Welcome to Auntie K's, your favorite radical queer indigenous auntie, bringing you tarot every day. Hello everyone and welcome to Auntie K's Tarot. So we are going to continue with taking a look at my Star Wars tarot deck called In a Tarot Far, Far Away. And so we've been looking at each of the cards and comparing them to their RWS counterparts because in deciding to make a world majority Star Wars tarot deck, I chose to make it a clone so that it is extremely easy to read if you know tarot, no matter how much you know about the characters in this deck. All right, first up is Temperance, and we have Revan on Tatooine at the Jedi Enclave. So Revan is from video games and from books, and he's very old. He lived a very, very long time ago during the ages of the great wars between the Sith and the Jedi and the Mandalorians. And Revan falls to the dark side, comes back to the good side, is captured by the dark side. He has a red and a purple lightsaber, which we see as the energy flowing between his two cups, which are red and purple. The Jedi Enclave on Dantooine fits with the landscape of Temperance really well. And this is one of the places that Revan was in his time as a Jedi. He didn't have wings, but the wings in the RWS are these fabulous red and purple, and that just went great with Revan. So I kept the wings, and they were fun to draw. And this is Revan as Temperance. And as somebody who went back and forth between the dark side and the light side, I thought he was suitable to this as well as other aspects of his life. All right. 15. The Devil. We have Abeloth at Centerpoint Station. So I really struggled to choose the Devil. I like devil cards. I don't necessarily like this devil card, but I like devil cards. And I really struggled with who am I going to make the devil? And if I make this person the devil, say Darth Vader, and Palpatine, who's the Emperor, do we get really stuck? And the devil is a big scary creature who none of us have met, or almost none of us have met, supposedly. So I went with Abeloth, who is the mother of the Mortis gods. And she was mortal, but, you know, drinking of the pool of knowledge and the fountain of life, and it corrupts her, and she turns into this creature, and she's really evil, and so she gets trapped in a prison in Centerpoint Station, and she escapes at some point. So we have a nondescript Jedi and Sith. They aren't anybody. They're just a Jedi and a Sith wrapped up in one of Abeloth's tentacles, and this is our devil card. All right, for the Tower, we have Roe and Trennis at Starlight Beacon. So Benestra Roe and Keep Trennis, we're Jedis during the High Republic era, present during the fall of Starlight beacon, they didn't fall from Starlight Beacon in space to the planet in the ocean like this. um, but for visual impact, I had them fall like this. And to match the card. There's a rock at the bottom, and we have rocky cliffs at the bottom of the tower. This tower is falling into an ocean from space. It's beacon at the top. It is falling off, hit by fire. And we have all this smoke coming up from space. There's stars instead of little flame things. We had some big flame parts falling with everything having fallen from space. It changes the path of the lives of these two young Jedi. It turns their worlds upside down. It reestablishes their opinion of what it means to protect the Jedi. And so I thought this was appropriate for the Temperance card. Okay. Then we have, so for the star, we have Ezra, Thrawn, and Purgles over in the battle over Lothal. So in the battle over Lothal, Ezra didn't float in the air to capture Thrawn. He was in Thrawn's spaceship, and the Purgles come to help Ezra and grab a hold of Thrawn, grab a hold of his ship, and Ezra's on the ship, and they jump them through hyperspace to another galaxy, and they're lost. But Thrawn, taken out of the Battle of Lothal, turns the tides, and the rebels are successful, and all these things are helpful towards the final battles to bring down the Empire. So I have Ezra kneeling in space over Lothal so that his foot is in the water and his knee is on the land. He's not pouring out 2 cups of energy. He has his hands outstretched in energy, reaching for the Purgle, reaching for Thrawn, doing his part to make sure that the Purgles are able to hyper jump everybody out of this galaxy. It is a giant hope. Ezra needs to just believe that the Purgles will understand, and they will come and they will help. And it is a massive moment of faith when everything felt like the Tower card, and Ezra relies on faith and hope and trust in these space whales, and he is proven right, and it changes everything. And then we have the moon, which is Loth Wolves by the Sea of Lothal. So we were above Lothal, now we are on Lothal, and the Loth Wolves made for a really good stand-in for the dog and the wolf. In the moon card, we use Lothal's natural landscape as our towers, the sea and the grasses. It's not really so rocky, but Lothal's not rocky. And instead of 1 moon, we have 2, because Lothal has 2 moons. So no escaping, it's the moon card. I doubled up on letting you know that. All right, so we are almost done the majors. There are a few extra cards after the world that are extra cards for art, for fun, to use however you feel about them. So we will cover them as well in the next video. And then we'll be on to the minors, which are fully illustrated, and I am so excited to share.